Okay, what we're going to be making today is just a plain white cake. It's a really simple recipe, and it's good to get the basics out of the way. For that, we're going to need a cup of white sugar, a half cup of butter, 2 eggs, vanilla extract. Now you'll notice mine is clear. I've actually got I got a loan of some off somebody because I ran out, and I have the double strength clear stuff. It's just so that 1.5 cups all-purpose flour, 1 3/4 cups of baking powder, and a half a cup of milk. Okay? Now, I've got the butter here in the mixer already. And to that, we're going to add our sugar. One sec. Okay, now I've got the butter and the sugar in the mixer. And we're going to start that off low. What we're doing here is we're just creaming the sugar and butter together. Okay, I can mix it up to 2. Remember, we're not trying to whip the egg or anything. We're just trying to get the butter and the sugar combined. And we'll go for 4. Just for a minute, just to make sure. And we step it back. Okay. Now, to this, we add our eggs. Okay, and to that, we give that a minute. Now the vanilla I have, it's actually double strength, so don't be following right along, but there should be 2 teaspoons of vanilla in there. Okay? It's already smelling good. Okay, now, once that's mixed, we're going to put in our baking powder. Remember, it's 1 3/4 teaspoon. There we go. We're going to give that a minute just so it's nice and creamy. You'll see how it's going together beautifully. Now I always throw in just a little pinch of salt. I find it helps with the sweetness. I forgot my milk. Be right back. There we go. Now we're adding about 3/4 of a cup of milk. This is a 1/4 cup thing, so 1, 2, 3, and that is 3/4. Okay, we want to. Oh, look, it's going together beautifully. Now, we're going a little splash guard. There we go. I put the splash guard thingy because I'm going to add the flour in for a second. Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour. Like I say, just add it slowly so that it doesn't puff up or cause any sort of disturbance. And we're just going to mix that until everything is wet. If you don't have a mixer, they're very expensive, but, well, not very expensive, but they're expensive. But I think it is worth the investment. It saves a lot of effort on my part. Now, we don't want to overbeat that because we don't want it to get all gluteny. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay. And look at that. It is perfect. Nice and moist and fluffy and just like something you see in a picture. Anyway. Now let's get the pans ready. Let's skip ahead to that. Okay, and from here what we're going to be doing is we're going to be preparing the bottoms of the pans. These are actually my great-grandmother's pans. They're probably at least 100 years old. She'd be 113 this year. 114. Oh, geez. And, well, they're not that pretty, but I use them. Okay, so we take the wax paper and fold it over like this. Okay, then we fold it over like this, and then we fold it over like this, and then like this, and like this. And we take our pan, and put this in about the center. We figure out where the thing is, and we go like so. And when we unfold it, we get ourselves a perfect circle. And that really helps with the cake sticking. Okay, so we'll just do the other one up. I put the thing away. Oops. Well, anyway, I'll just do this one pan up and I'll show you what to do and then we'll proceed. Anyway, so we get our mixture out of the mixer. Oh, that's kind of cute actually. Mixture. And if you hear all that sputtering and hissing, that is supper. Okay, now we're going to take our lovely, light, fluffy dough, and we're going to put some in here. I don't know if you've ever worked with the double intensity I don't know if you've ever worked with the double intensity. I'll tell. I'll put it all in here. I was going to make a double layer cake, but now while you're doing all this, you should have your oven preheated to 350. Now that is depending on your oven. You want to make sure to calibrate it using a thermometer, because a lot of ovens are actually way, way off. So you want to just sort of smooth this out. Okay, you don't have to smooth it out too much. It will flop around a bit in the oven. Okay? Now, you want to give it a minute to set here in the pan. And from there, we just pop into a 350 degree oven for about an hour. Let's skip ahead to that. Okay, and here we have the finished product. Oh, brushed off my feet. Okay, now we've let this cool for a little bit. We just got to run around the edge with a knife. it's a little bit harder than it should be because I cooled it in the freezer, which shouldn't do, but I did. Shouldn't do it because it's not good for your freezer. But you're gonna put up a fight, are you? It's a little bit frozen, basically. There we go. And it just slides out perfectly. From there, you're going to want to remove the wax paper. And you can frost this any way you choose. And there we have it, a simple white cake. And as usual, bon appetit.